welcome to Viewpoint on Ukraine Today. My name is Sam Kearley, and right now I am joined by Vitalii Kuprii, one of the new faces in the Ukrainian parliament. Vitalii, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
So now you are a member of parliament, but just 2 years ago you were there on Maidan. You were the commandant of the Kiev State Administration building. Can you tell us what stands out for you as the clearest and most vivid changes that have happened in Ukraine since the Revolution of Dignity?
Unfortunately, I think nothing changed, because we can see that corruption is flourishing. The social standards are getting lower for the people. We do not see any reforms. I think I had some initiatives to change the law. I was campaigning last year for the parliament, and actually I got to the parliament. I saw that some our high-ranked politicians, the president, the prime minister, they actually simulating the reforms. They're talking very nice words, but not delivering anything. So for me, it was a strong decision, not strong decision, but very well-thought decision to change the politician party, because I was elected from the presidential BPP party, and I decided that I cannot go with them, because they're actually deceiving people.
So you would say the reforms are just a simulation, you say?
Yeah. Everyone understands. Look in the streets, talk to the people. People will tell that they don't see anything that just creates better life for them. And actually, we are not moving to the European values, European Union. One example, we have an association agreement with the EU, and Article 8, it says that we should adopt the legal system and ratify the Rome Statute of the International Criminal Court. This is very important for us. It would allow us to stop the military conflict in Donbass, to save lives. But actually, I am one of the MPs who initiated amendments to the constitution for this. And actually, Petro Poroshenko commanded me not to follow for this. So this was one of the decisions why I decided to break apart from this party. Because they just, I think that's a deception.
So you are one of many new faces in the parliament. So what are you and your new colleagues doing to accelerate these reforms?
I think this president, this parliament, and this government, they cannot do this reform. So I think we need to reload the authorities in Ukraine. And local elections now, they vividly shows us that actually new people are coming to power. In many regions of Ukraine, you can see even the governing party, Solidarność or BPP, they are winning like in the percentage point, but they cannot go for coalition. They cannot get the power in those regions. It means that other small parties, they are actually signing some treaties or unions, and they actually want to promote without Poroshenko or people. This is very dangerous situation, because it just creates a new Maidan situation.
So you say
tension, a whole lot of tension.
People on the streets of Ukraine aren't seeing change, but we are seeing change in certain things. Let's take, for example, the new police force that we have that's been rolled out nationwide. I understand this is an initiative you are working closely with. Can you say you are satisfied with the reform of the new police?
Well, street police. Yeah, this is not like high-rank police, because in the ministry, we can see Ministry of Interior, you can see the persons who are working, who are actually responsible for killing people in Maidan. Unbelievable. So everyone sees just the first picture. On the streets, it's all right. But those reforms should go deeper and deeper. But this legislation, which was adopted, allows only first steps. But no one wants to proceed further, because further steps to fight with corruption in middle level, in high level, investigators, criminal cases problems. This is a lot of problems with this.
So you would say the new police are just there for street police, for a superficial reason, just to give...
No. That's reasonable. That's reasonable to go with this step. But we should go further, and no one wants to do it. No one, because otherwise they would have to clean themselves. You know, that's like lustration. We declared that we will not allow any people who were involved in the Yanukovych regime crimes to be on top. But we do have those people on top. The prosecutor of Kiev's prosecutor, Oleg Valendyuk, he was promoted by the ex-general prosecutor Pshonka for dispersing the crowds in Maidan. But he's still in the office. Unbelievable.
He's still in power. So you would say that the general prosecutor's office is the same as it was before Euromaidan?
Almost the same, yeah, the same people. We cannot change the country in this way. We need new people, we need new approaches. but actually it's not working.
OK, so if we talk about the police force, and we've got these new police, however, there are some of them which are not new police. People are saying that from the old corrupt regime, some of the officers have passed the certification and, again, are on the streets, perhaps in a different uniform, but are going around the same corrupt practices that they were before. What can you say about this?
No, I wouldn't say like this. Street police is still, when it's new, they have quite high salaries. I think 3 or 4 times higher than the normal police. So I think they are motivated. And the new approaches to select those people, I think this is right. But if you go out of the street and those people have a call from on the scene of the crime, they are grabbing the criminal. They are putting him where? Into like district police office. And at this moment starts corruption, because those guys can bribe the old people who are in charge, you know, the old system people, and they are free. No one is punished.
OK, let's touch on political factions then. So in Parliament, you're not officially with a political faction. However, outside of Parliament, you are sided with UKROP. Now, there are some 288 political parties, I believe. Can you tell me, why did you choose UKROP? Was it because you are from the Dnipropetrovsk region? Or is it...
We have like inter-fraction union or group deputies in the parliament. There's about 15 MPs. I would say that I'm one of the founders of UKROP. And I came to this decision because I couldn't see, like without any action, what is going on in Ukraine. So definitely from Dnipropetrovsk region, there are some people who joined with me. And we actually developed some ideas to organize a new, we started with a like political movement. And it actually gradually we decided to establish a party. And this party now won actually the elections, 4th place. So we managed to go to 18 oblast regions. So now we have approximately up to 1,800 local deputies. And it's not just the Dnipropetrovsk region. This is the whole Ukraine.
So let's talk about the ideology of UKROP. On some issues, they would be right-wing, on some left, on some conservative, and on some things they would be radicals. What are the goals of UKROP?
Changes, to provide changes, reforms, to go like closer to European values, because we want to have a rule of law in our country, democracy. I am just a human rights activist. For me, it's very, very important. But now we see that just Poroshenko and General Prosecutor and other law enforcement agencies, leaders, they just ignore this. So we want to get freedom for everyone, like constitutional freedoms. And actually, the current situation doesn't guarantee this. So for us, we need changes.
OK, so if we talk about UKROP and many other political parties, let's talk on the money aspect. Many parties are funded by businessmen, very, very wealthy businessmen in the country. Can you say, do you see any prospects for the system of the funding of political parties becoming more transparent?
Yeah, of course. We already adopted a law in the first steps. We should follow it, maybe to deliberate on this. But actually, we want those parties to be financed from the government budget, from the state budget. But it will be partially, because we see how big, how huge campaign, like advertising campaign for the elections. So I still think that business will create some. Donate some parties. In our case, we are transparent, because our people who are in our party, our leaders, they are quite wealthy businessmen. Actually, legally, everything is legal. Taxation office, no problems with taxation office. And Hennady Korban, Igor Palitsa, Boris Filatov. The people's, Hennady Korban's, I think it's he got to the 100 people from the fortune list, or the richest people in Ukraine. So for us, it's transparent. OK, Vitalii, we've only got a short amount of time left, so I just have one final question. Can you tell us, if we return to your parliamentary activities, what is the most important law or set of laws which you think need to be enacted so the people of Ukraine can really feel the change of reforms? At the moment, I think we should go for a law which allows for the normal procedure of impeachment of the president, because everything comes from the president. He must guarantee the human rights. He must guarantee fight with corruption. He doesn't deliver. He doesn't do it. So how do you work personally on this? Yeah, we promote this. We propose amendments to the constitution, but still, it's still the presidential power. They have a lot of MPs in his fraction, and they actually block those initiatives. But I think we need to reload the parliament and to reload the government and the president. The only chance for us to survive, because otherwise you can go to the street. People do not trust the power, the authorities.
The parliament was elected under a free and fair election just last year. So how has this happened?
The promises was good. The promises were good, but they didn't deliver. So we need to do it again. It's impossible to stay in this situation forever.
So there needs to be another election, you would say?
Of course.
Okay. Vitalii, that is all we have time for. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you. As we approach the anniversary of the Revolution of Dignity, Ukraine Today will continue to speak with the new politicians like Mr. Vitalii Kuprii, who came to power following the Revolution of Dignity. Use the hashtag at the bottom of the screen to keep up to date. This was Sam Kearley, joined by Ukrainian MP Vitalii Kuprii on Viewpoint for Ukraine Today. Thank you for watching.